Today, we need to figure out if you men have been paying attention. We're going to figure out today if you guys are still in your rage stage. Because we shouldn't be mad at women for what they like and what they do. We should accept them and learn what works. Shout out to my man Nicholas in the building, OG Nick in the building said, bro, I just did the biggest workout day of my life. What you do, bro? We're gonna give people some time to get in here. So as you guys come in here, if you're watching the replay, hit the like button, comment your thoughts as we go along. We gotta talk about the psychology of why women are attached or like bad boys. And it's not hard to figure out, which is going to explain again, if you guys have been paying attention. You know, everybody says that they know female nature and they know the red pill and all this ridiculous stuff, but they don't want to pay attention to it and accept the facts. They'll still be saying that, oh, they like the most horrible guys. Are they really horrible? And that's the thing you have to understand, guys. These guys aren't horrible. They're horrible to you. And really all that says is it's a level of we're gonna save that. We're gonna get into that in just a second. He said barbell press, barbell curls, barbell overhead, push-ups, sit-ups, dumbbells, curls, dumbbell hammer curls, dumbbells overhead press, 3 sets of all. Yeah, bro, you were pumping that upper body. And we definitely preach fitness and health over here. So if you guys aren't getting in shape and all that, you need to get in shape. You need to always be in shape, not just for women, but for your own confidence and to defend your own self. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen. We got to talk about the psychology of why women love bad guys. He said, I got the burn. Yep. So yeah, guys, this is going to get really, really interesting really quickly. Mike said, I'm all in for this topic. 12 to 15 reps to say, oh yeah, you going. See, that's the stuff I like to do, Nicholas, is the reps, the low repetition or the high repetition, low weight reps. Daddy issues and missing father figures. They could be part of it. You know, if she's raised in a ghetto, no matter what race she's from, then yeah, she's more drawn to these guys because she's missing something. But again, there will be suburban women. There'll be women that come from good families still highly attracted to these males. So there's something else going on, and it's not exactly hard to figure out. Women with good fathers look for good men. Not all the time, bro. Guys, oh man. So you about to expose today where you are with women and how well you know them and analyze them, guys, because I'm going to tell you when guys talk about these different things about, why are they so attracted to the bad boys? He's just going to go to jail and prison and why are they so attracted to the most horrible guys for them? Well, what you have to know and accept about women is to the woman, he's a good, suitable option. And see, from a male's perspective, you can't see that because really what you're mad about is you're mad that the bad boy is getting more intercourse than you are. And so it comes off, it's really jealousy as to why the convicts, the felons, the outlaws bed so many women, and they don't even take care of their kids. They got 7 baby mamas. three kids, each one, they got 10 different kids, and you're wondering why this is what it is. So you're 100% right. A lot of women these days like the idea of getting treated like crap. They don't see it that way. They don't see it that way. We see it outside looking in, but they don't see it. When you're lovey-dovey to them, they don't like it. When you order them to do things, they comply. It's weird. It lets you know the psychology of the woman. She wants a leader. She doesn't want to, and also too, if she's a woman that likes you, she's going to comply to whatever you want to do. If a woman really likes you, she's not going to argue and filibuster. She's going to do whatever you say you want to do. You want to go out to the sushi place? She's going to be like, okay. You want to go out and do X, Y, Z? She's going to be like, okay. So, are bad boys really losing with women? And the question or the answer is no. They know something about women. They tapped into something primal about women that most men just don't understand. That, see, women value resources and protection. And a lot of these guys that run around and say they know female nature and all this stuff, well, you would figure this out very quickly. So if women like resources and protection, where does the bad boy find, where does he fall in one of those directions? Well, he falls into the protection category. The protection. He's caught some bodies. He's beaten people up. He's got a reputation in the streets for being a protector, for being dominant. He's caught cases, robberies, all these different things. See, in society, when society is civil, we call these things robbery and thievery and murder and all these different things. But lions do this all the time to each other. That's how you figure out who's the better male. What sets the male hierarchy is accomplishment and skill and protection. So it, the bad boy is tapping the same women that like military guys like bad boys and vice versa because they're doing the same thing. They're wired to protect, which is why they're drawn to these individuals. They feel protected. And also, since he's edgy and a little rough around the edges, and he don't play by the rules, so to say, he's not going to be politically correct. He's not going to, be polite with the woman in the bedroom and, staying missionary all night. He's going to be rough like he is in the streets. So he's going to smack her on the behind. He's going to pull her hair and, give her a little tussle around the neck. And guess what, guys? He didn't learn that. He didn't learn that. He just being a wild man. He didn't have to learn that. A lot of you guys, it's funny to me because a lot of guys try to copy the bad boys and they'll try to get the tattoos and they'll try to get like the biker white guys or the where those other white guys, the country white guys, like in Yellowstone, and they'll like try to get their hair to where it's kind of like messy, but it's still attractive. Guys, the bad boys that do this stuff, they have the messy hair and still attract women that are confident and still approach women and talk reckless to them and roast them to their face and all this different stuff. Um, they didn't learn this stuff. This is naturally who they are. They're not pretending. See, the average man has to pretend. He has to play a game. When the bad boy comes up and says, "Damn, damn, why you, I see all that behind there, all that ass you got back there." He's not. He's not playing a game, bro. He's being straightforward, aggressive. You say that shit, it comes off as you forcing it and all this stuff. It ain't gonna work because it's not naturally who you are. LS says, find a godly woman. These women have found their identity in Christ and want a godly man to lead their future. Well, LS, I need you to explain to me as to why the church is filled of single mothers that stem from broken families. They're single moms because they got impregnated by the bad boy. And now they want to change their life around. See, before they were doing weed and that's the other thing that the bad boys do. They have fun, wild fun. They'd be smoking a joint, drinking liquor, turning up, roughing her up in the bedroom, getting in the fight, showing that he's good at protecting. He don't put her on a pedestal. He tell her exactly what he feels like telling her. See the chaos that he see danger. See, women love danger, guys. Love and especially if she's a young woman, love and danger go hand in hand. I mean, we you guys have heard about the Bonnie and Clyde situation. That woman was fully engulfed in that man, Clyde, to the point to where she was willing to die alongside him. And so there shouldn't be any jealousy or anything towards the bad boy. Matter of fact, you should probably naturally already have some of those tendencies within you. I'm not saying you need to do anything illegal, but since he's a protector, that means he's going to stand up for himself and stand up for his people and stand up for his girl. Taking the lead, letting her be free to come and go, not forcing commitment. The list is long. FedEx said masculine, mature, seductive, the three things to be. I mean, FedEx, I mean, bruh, FedEx fearless, bruh, his approach game was horrible. I'm like, homie, he's like going up to women saying, hey, excuse me. And why he be wearing the most revealing clothes. I'm like, bro. Like I get it. I mean, I watch some of these guys too, but some of these guys don't know nothing, bro. Like Stephen Cole is a little bit better. Stephen Cole said she can't ride your good heart, and she can't take your good heart to the bank either. No, she can't. That's a bar. That's a bar. Yeah, kind of FitAce kind of fell off for me. Like he did a that approach game thing. I'm like, bro, why are you saying the exact same line? Like, I get it. Some guys are just dating app dudes, and hey, when you post you got some good photos, and you post on whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can get matches on dating apps if you got good quality pictures and you have a good physique. But dating app approach game and an actual cold approach game is two different games. the more masculine you are, the more feminine she can be. She doesn't have to make up for your lack of masculinity. That is true. As long as she's attracted to you. If she's not attracted to you, then she ain't gonna submit at all. A girl got mad at me and went to the mall and gave top to a manager at finish line for a discount on a pair of Jordans. I got down on one knee. Bruh, you insane, bruh. Hold on, Rob. Just the same dude, bruh. He be saying some wild shit. Ain't no way in hell you did some of this crazy ass shit. There ain't no way in hell you done did some of this crazy ass shit, Rob. You gotta be just saying shit in the chat. And if your girl scandalous behavior, yeah, like if your girl really did that and you took her back, I mean that says more about you than it says about her, really. Because a bad boy would never do such a thing. The bad boy would be the manager of the restaurant, dealing drugs and getting his Johnson licked. Isn't it funny that the villain in all of the movies is surrounded and gets women very easily? But the good guy, he struggles to get women. He has to do something to save somebody. He has to simp, save the woman in order for him to be attractive. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't be attractive. She'd still be attracted to the villain. All these different things are clues, guys. And like I said, I'm not here to tell you guys to be criminals, but there's definitely some things to learn. Nicholas has said that being masculine is essential, and that's important because they are definitely masculine. Um, See, what people don't get about the bad boys is they're good at being men, they're just not good men. They're good at being a man, meaning that they're good at being masculine, good at being protective, good at some of them good at getting resources and maintaining them through protection. They're good at being a masculine man. They're just not good men. You know, they might lie, cheat, and steal, but they get the results in the end. I forget, but there is a such a abundance of women, attractive women at that. If you're just looking for hookups, there is a good abundance. If you can get, if you can get one, you can get most of them. Now, I will say this: the women that are more attracted, all women are attracted to this to a certain extent, but I'm going to break it down by the races of women by what they value the most. So when it comes to the Latinas and it comes to black women in particular, those two, they value protection skills and they value good Johnson. They value good Johnson and good protection skills. You know, it's just like that song with Cardi B and Kalani. You know, when she said, I don't need a rich man, I just need a dude that makes me feel safe. That's what they're talking about. And so if you have good Johnson and you have good protection skills, you can pull just about any black or Latino woman. And yeah, you have a few stragglers come along that are white or whatnot. But when it comes to white and Asian women, they particularly like more resources. That, you know, they don't care about necessarily that you can protect. They'll view the resources as protection. They'll date a guy that's overweight as long as he has money. Middle Eastern women kind of fall in this category too. They value the resources more, the money more than the protection skills. Now, granted, some of these women they'll play both sides. They'll be a gold digger and get the man with the resources, but want to have and cheat in intercourse but want to cheat on that man with the bad boy that's good with protection and good Johnson. It's crazy. Also, when you got a woman and get seen by others, those others will value you higher. Exes come back. Exactly. That's what they do. The bad boys don't care about women the same way the good guys do because they know they're easily protected. They know they're easily replaceable. And plus, a lot of you guys, you don't understand the intelligence of the bad boy. The stuff that we complain about with women, they've been known it. They've been seen it. They've been screwing the ops' girl. They've been known this stuff, bro. They've been known that a girl can get them set up and deleted, and that's how the ops use them to destroy each other. They use a woman. So like all this different red pill female nature stuff, they already done known this stuff, guys. You late to it. See, the underworld, once you get exposed to the underworld, you understand the realities of the real world. Like I'm going to do a video tomorrow. It's going to come out tomorrow. Excuse me. Of this woman explaining the underworld. So that's going to be, when a lot of people are tapped in with the underworld, guys. You'd be shocked. Mm. Here nigga says you got to be the man before you even go out to the date. Before you even go out to date. If you got 5 hours to cut down a tree, spend the first four sharpening your axe. Exactly. That's a bar. And that's the other thing. Men don't want to improve themselves, and they don't want to look at, analyze what works and what doesn't work with women, and analyze their behavior, what they respond to and what they don't respond to. They would rather sit back and bitch about, damn, they fucking up the community. Damn, they doing this and that. Well, guys, like I just broke down the different races. Guys, these women are primal animals. They are they need protection from men to survive. And the bad boy can do that. Is capable of doing that. The military guy is capable of doing that. And so women will put up with their behavior and their nonsense because subconsciously they know they're a good option. Their child will be protected. They're getting good genetics to the child to continue their bloodline. Yeah, and a lot of dudes just not trying. So like Andrew Tate said after losing, it's better to just try and fail and not try at all. Yeah, you got to at least try, homie. Like most dudes don't even want to play the game. They rather be in the audience, um, analyzing and critiquing you, but they won't do it. They won't do a damn thing to get in the game because they're too scary. They're cowardly. This is why you don't listen to haters and cowardly people because they don't do anything. They sit back and look at you trying to do something with your life, trying to improve your life. Because when you make it, they shut up. They can't say that you failed. So yeah, guys, this is why women are subconsciously drawn to the bad boys. Excuse me. It's not always what you think. So don't be jealous. adopt some of these characteristics, or maybe you should already have a little bit of these characteristics. Now, granted, all the vices and uh, the illegal stuff and the chaotic stuff they get into, you can probably avoid all that. But you don't have to follow them and adopt their whole lifestyle. Even though you will see guys try to mimic this behavior to attract women. And a lot of you guys, you dating women right now. If you ask them legitimate questions, they'll tell you, yeah, I dated this toxic guy. Well, damn. They've all been interested and wanted to see what's up and always been curious to try. Because the nice guys, they keep saying the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference in them. The bad boy is actually different. He gives a woman a different experience. Women are not, they're sick of hearing, "Oh, I like your hair. Your hair is nice. Oh, you look beautiful today." They're sick of all that. That's simping. And sometimes they get tired of the tricking too. So when he roll up and tell a woman how he feel and really think, she's like, "Damn, I don't get this all the time. Let me see what this is about." He dresses a certain way. He's confident in a different way. He dresses different. It's a different experience. He said you learn so much with experience as well. So when you meet a dime, implement what you've learned from before. Also, you don't get hurt so easily when you've lost a lot as well. Yeah, and you just understand that women just gonna be women, bro. That's what comes with the game. They see a man that's higher value than you, she probably gonna leave. It just is what it is. You know, guys are stuck in this red pill rage stage, and you gotta get out of that shit. You'll never understand women, and women will always frustrate you if you don't accept them for who they are. They're not necessarily wired to be loyal. Ooh, that's a controversial statement. Ooh, women from nature, they're not wired to be loyal. They're wired to go with the survival of the fittest, the most fittest man at that particular time. Mm. Yeah, a lot of what I just said just went over all y'all's heads, bro. What's going on, Chris? Shout out to my man poke underscore. I can't even speak tonight. Poke_a_dot 1. You guys, if you guys are into college football content, go check him out on TikTok. Got hundreds of thousands of views over there. Exposure therapy is a way of elevating. Same principle with working out. Yeah, is money inherently evil? No, money is not inherently evil. Money is, guys, what people don't be thinking, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. It's money in the same thing as guns. Like, guys, if you set some money on the table right here, if you guys set a gun on the table right here by itself, it's not gonna do nothing. It's the person that picks that money up and pays and it uses it for an exchange for something for whatever reason. That's what makes it evil. And it's really drawn to the person and how they use it. A gun's not evil. It can protect you and save your life. But if you're just going out using it to delete everybody, then yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, and you gay as hell, bro. Get the fuck off my channel. You homosexual. Stupid ass shit, bro. That's why dudes will never win, bro. We're gonna start calling these internet weirdos jack off artists. Y'all just sit at home. Y'all don't touch no grass. Y'all just play video games and jerk off. You don't go to work. You don't do none of that shit. Y'all just jerk off. Y'all some jack off artists. We're gonna call calling you loser ass dudes jerk off artists. Chris laughed. He said, "Oh no, he got to go." Yeah, bruh. He said some crazy stuff. What? I'm telling you guys, I had a live stream back a while back, and I said some crazy shit. I think 60% of human beings are homosexual or bisexual at least. Too much weird shit is going on, bro. If you date with the expectation of it to likely go wrong, but you're willing to learn as much as you can, you're going to improve the likelihood of winning. He said, "How?" Yeah, that's very true. He said, "Bro, how's your day been?" Good. He said, "Hello, sir. Are you a preacher? There is no family, careers, houses for us to be men with a purpose. Without love, humans seek power." Women, I mean, humans always seek power. They just seek it through different ways. The bad boy seeks it through domination, through protection, you know, deleting the ops, controlling the block, doing the same thing the military guys do when they go over to the Middle East. They're controlling stuff for the gang of the United States of America. He said, "Bro uses." He said, "Looks like he uses motivation he hasn't used yet." Yeah, you guys are crazy. The trolls have come in, huh? If you truly seek love, you let go of power. If you seek power, you will destroy love. Some people don't care about love, bro. You guys, like, what you have to understand about what you have to understand about the human beings and certain personalities. Some people are legitimate psychopaths. I know this is hard for some of you guys to accept, but when you guys are working and you're trying to level up in corporate America and you meet certain people and you're like, why is this guy always lying? Why is this guy always rude? Well, you're dealing with a dark triad personality. And so some dudes, they don't give a damn about family. They don't give a damn about love. They just want money and sex. They don't care nothing about being a family man, being a righteous man. They don't care nothing about that, bro, at all. He said, "Bro, these internet trolls must have had the day off or something." Yeah, they don't normally come in. He said, "Every live on every channel has trolls." Yeah. Love is what has your best interests. Bro, you don't understand people. Like I said, guys, you have to understand that some people don't give a damn about nothing but themselves. They greedy. A lot of your politicians are dark triad behaviors. I mean, or personalities, which is why it's laughable that people pick sides. To me, it's like, yeah, I mean, they're both greedy and will both make their families rich and will both engage in the military industrial complex. Like, it's the same shit. Um, Power doesn't have your best interest. Shit. People that get power, they get more women, they get more resources, they get more land. I I think Adolf, the small mustache guy, would highly disagree with you, bro. People are carrying in and day out, patient dedication, attention to care for what doesn't have your best interest, guys. These people don't care. Yeah, yeah, Rusty, we got to get you up out of here, bro. Your little zesty ass. Some women legit just want a guy for, yeah, exactly, bro. Like some guys, we be overthinking this shit. Don't be overthinking people, personalities, women, guys. Sometimes it just be that simple. Sometimes it's not always a game. Sometimes it's not always complicated and complex. Sometimes it's straightforward. And that's why these red pill guys and all this stuff, they don't know what they're talking about because it's not always complex. It's not always that hard to figure out and to be felt up in public. It's a lust. Like they've never been felt up in public. Nicholas, they don't know what. He said, "Yo, what? This love? Yes, bro. Like women, guys, women will touch you. They will grab your stuff. Yes, that's a real thing. As a man, I've learned to a way to keep a woman to think less, care less, and show less effort. To keep a woman is to think less, care less, and show less effort. It's they don't want a man that's completely engulfed in them, and that's what the nice guys don't understand. See, the thing about the nice guys they don't understand about women is they take women's words too seriously. Nah, you good, bro. It happens. You said, "How was the Christmas looting, bro?" We don't steal from little kids on Christmas, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, they don't want a man that's fully engulfed in them. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the nice guys, what they don't understand about women is they take women's words too seriously. Well, I want you to be here and stay here. Well, you got to think. You got the woman by being on your purpose, and that attracted her to you. So why would you jump off your purpose and just stay with her all day? And this is why they get thrown in this loop and they get cheated on all this stuff because they take women's words too seriously, excuse me, and too literally. What she really means is, hey, just find a good time for us to go out in between your busy schedule. Or tell me, or just give me the validation and just tell me that you'll do it. You don't have to literally do it. Just sell me a drink. That's what she's trying to tell you, translate to you. What the whole red pill sphere is doing is minimizing all the truth into compacted statements. We've got it minimized. We've got minimized it all to understand all the broadness narrowly. Yeah, we need they've generalized it and need to break it down more specific so people can understand what the hell is going on. It's not one size fits all. Like some of you guys, like for instance, some like I said, I broke down the races of what they're attracted to. Like an Asian woman, you're not about to go up there all tatted up, wearing hip hop clothes and pull an Asian woman. She gonna be like, bro, get your ass back. So like the bad boy doesn't even work all the time for all different kinds of women. It works specifically for certain kinds of women. English or Spanish, whoever move first is you're the first one to move. I know Smith about you that you don't even know. Oh, really? Is that true? Women can change from good to bad in 5 and bad to good in 5. They're like that. Yeah, they are like that. They are like that. So, yeah, guys, the whole point of this live stream is um, to help you understand women, not to hate them, not to be jealous of the guys that can get women on a consistent basis, but to understand why they do it and understand that where you fall in all of this stuff as well. Ain't you glad to never be like these trolls? Imagine, bro. Shit, if we were like these trolls, bro, we'd be losers in life. Could you imagine, like, just going on somebody else's channel just to troll them in the chat? You know how much of a loser you have to be. Like men, true men, we do things with purpose. We have a purpose as to why we're doing certain things. We're not just aimlessly waking up. And we do things that we can benefit from financially or help somebody and do. We're not just gonna give our time away for the fuck of it. Like it's stupid, bro. And that lets you know that they have feminine traits because that's what women do. Women will sit around all day and on television on Real Housewives, and they'll complain all day. They'll find something to complain about, and they'll be living great lives. That's what women do. And men that have been raised by these women, they've developed some of these characteristics. Damn, she kind of thick. Okay. Ain't it crazy, bro? Us dudes can spot an attractive woman, bruh. We don't even have to look directly at her. We can just look at her in our peripheral, and we be like, damn, she bad as hell. we so we so drawn to women. We so constructed for women, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. You'd be 2 miles down the street, you'd be like, damn, she bad. You got your friend be like, damn, how you see that shit? He in the binoculars and he be like, yep, you got it. Bro, we crazy as dudes, bro. We can naturally pick up attraction like that. See, I ain't never seen the many wake up on the wrong side of the bed. It happens. It is. It's a career they get a kick out of it. They got no other way of winning or being relevant. Yeah, what a life. The types who have been trolling Andrew Tate for losing, like any of them have his physique or would win either. Like any of them that have his physique or they wouldn't even get in the ring, bro, because they too scared. They cowardly, right? Haters and trolls at the root of it is they're cowards because they would understand the risk that you're taking when you step into an arena and do something. Like I don't think Tate is weak for losing. You know, Tate was actually winning the first couple rounds. To be honest with you, he was winning the first couple rounds, but his conditioning wasn't good. So like, his legs was gone, bro. His legs was gone, and like, shit. Once your legs go and you not in shape like you thought you was, his hands get to falling. He can't move. Like, it's a wrap, bro. It just is what it is. Come back to drum boys. The man's crazy when women complain about being single, but they also are choosing to be single and be alone. Exactly. It's the nonsense. He said when your spidey senses let you know a fine woman is in the area. Yeah, bro. That lets you know, man, that like there's something biological that's running through all of us at a subconscious level. Yeah, she was dark skinned too. I was like, damn, she bad. She probably just a modern woman. Gassed out, that's it. And he didn't get KO'd despite a lot of punches to the face. Yeah, he got a bit of a chin. Yeah, he got uppercut. He took that uppercut. I was like, damn, how the fuck he not fall like that? You know what I'm saying? He not like Tyron Woodley as soon as he hit that drop, lights gone. Lights, camera, action. Yeah, and Hell, I don't even like Jake Paul, but shout out to Jake Paul for even getting in the ring with Anthony Joshua. Damn, I was like, damn, I kind of respect dude because he got into the ring with an actual fighter and stood in there a little bit. You know, he was doing some goofy shit, some MMA shit, but damn, I mean, he lasted for 6 rounds and he took that shot. He's sitting there talking like, damn, and he know his jaw is broke in two places. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, men would rather sit back and judge the guy. I'm like, bro, no matter how much you call it, Tate and Jake Paul walked out of that building with millions of dollars. You didn't walk. You walked out of there with just your opinion to critique shit. Shit, Jake Paul got knocked out and got paid for doing it. You on the internet trolling and you ain't getting nothing. All you getting is blocked. Hello, what's going on, Naveen? So yeah, guys, we're gonna wind down. Send in your last little bit of comments and questions. You said Mike Tyson and AJ's power punch didn't even KO Paul. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony wasn't even fighting for real. And Jake, he got a punch in on Anthony Joshua. I don't know how if that was staged or not, but he got a punch in. It was unorthodox, but he got a punch in. He didn't do shit. You said Mike Tyson would have though through that fight. Yeah, he threw the fight most definitely. That was the fight where I was like, yeah, I can't watch no more Jake Paul shit. Hell no. But yeah, it's just funny to me. Like people actually think that's a real fight. And people actually pay money to see that. I'm like, bro, ain't no way in hell you gonna beat Anthony Joshua. The missed hook before the power punch was powerful. If AJ had landed that before, that whole shit was just crazy, bro. Crazy shit. Yeah, that's true. But like Ngannou, he not. I don't. Ain't he a UFC dude? He got knocked out, Chris. He got knocked out, and he could actually beat Chase up. He could actually beat Chase. He just got to get his cardio up. Tate was actually beating him the first 2 rounds. Yeah, but he knocked Ngannou out too. I thought, but Ngannou was like one of these guys that either he just started fighting or he was a UFC guy before or something. I don't know. He's a freak too though, but shit, you hit that chin, bro, your ass going. What they say, it only takes 5 pounds of pressure. Yeah, he said 38 is old for boxing. Yeah, it is. And Tate, that's the other thing. Like Tate don't box. He's an MMA guy. So, he doing a new sport this late in the game. Like, of course, his stuff gonna be off. Yeah, people didn't. Tate's reputation took a hit. It didn't take a hit, bro. No, it didn't. But yeah, guys, the first 25, 30 minutes of the live stream was just straight psychology of bad boy. The last couple 20 minutes of the stream, we kind of just been riffing and getting the trolls and shit. But Yeah, guys, if you guys want to look at the bad boy stuff and understand the psychology of why women are attracted to them, rewatch this live. The first 20 minutes of it, we went into detail about that specifically. And you shouldn't hate women; you should just understand them. A wise man once said, "Excuse me." That you can either love women or choose to understand them. You can't do both. You cannot do both. You should say with a kickboxer, yeah. And the Chase dude wasn't impressive at all either. He would have knocked Tate out a lot faster. And his punches ain't powerful because he threw a lot of them and it didn't knock Tate down. So you said I love them despite understanding them. Yeah, but once you understand them, it's like, oh, okay. So like, if she do some bullshit and she leave or whatnot, you kind of understand it. You like, okay, oh, that's what she did. He's better in this area than me. Then it is what it is. It is what it is, right? And that's why if you understand women, you always understand that you need to have leverage. That's why you always need to be in shape and have money. Because if she leaves, which she can for any reason, you can replace her rather quickly because you've leveled up, you have the resources and the looks or the protection skills, the swag, etc. So, you know, next woman up. I wouldn't want to share the ring with Chase either, to be real. I mean, he's not really a good boxer. I don't see it. He said red pill enlightenment. Yeah, that's what they need to call it. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. Not rage. But that just lets you know that a lot of guys, they love raging at women. They love seeing women lose. They love when they love to sit back and make fun of women as if that helps their life. It doesn't help their life because as that woman's complaining on the internet, she can get the same woman that in that Christmas video that I dropped yesterday. All of them women can get smashed that same day. All them kids can have kids the next day. They just can't get this relationship secured. But they actually can get a relationship. We just don't want it from the simp guy, the nice guy. And so are they really losing or is their perception of losing? Meanwhile, a lot of dudes, they can't get sex at all. But they sitting back on the screen laughing at women in the comment that I hope women hit the wall and all this stuff. Guys, women don't really lose. They keep surviving, right? When people come, when different tribes come in to take over your land, they don't necessarily delete all the women. They make the women bow down. And how you think Latinos and all of them was made? They mixed with European and Indian, Native American, bro. So dudes be sitting back acting like women gonna lose. They don't lose in the ways you think they lose in, guys. It's crazy. What's going on, introvert? You look late to the party, about to wind down the live. I don't like the guys hating on women. They are how they are, but by design, we've got to adapt to it. Yeah, exactly. Question: what is the gritty way to approach women? By being honest. But again, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro. If you're not like I talked about bad boys, like I talked about this early, like the first 20 to 25 minutes of the stream. Bad boys, they're not scripting anything. They're not pretending to be bad boys or tough guys or none of that. They're actually tough. They actually say what they mean. They're not pretending to be something that they're not. So I can't. There's no way for you to have a gritty approach because it's gonna come off as you playing, as you like not being authentic. Just stick to what you've been doing, bro. Be respectful and all that stuff, and kind of adjust around it a little bit. Just adjust your approach, and don't whenever you approach, don't say the same shit every time. Like mix that shit up. What is it like being? I don't know. I'm not in Canada, bro. Do you have kids? Not that I know of. J. Bill, what's up, man? Caught you live. What's going on, Mike David? Yeah, we missed the bad boy stuff. He said because cold approaching is played out now. For some people, for most people, I mean, this is the internet generation, but it still works. Like if you go to a different country, why would you go on a dating app? That's the whole point of visiting a different country is to touch grass. So you're gonna be cold approaching to a degree then. Cold approaching is just like sales, guys. It's a good thing to know and understand because you never know when you might need it. Bad boys have the boldness to withhold nice guys over give. Yeah, but yeah, guys. There's no if you're not raised in Chicago, old block. If you're not raised in the Detroit, if you're not raised in the ghettos of LA, Compton, Watts. Like if you're not raised in the ghettos of Dallas and Houston, or you a Haitian Zoe in Miami, like don't even worry about being a bad boy. Just analyze their behavior and pick up certain stuff because there's no way for you to truly be a bad person or be a bad boy uh, without being brought up in that environment. It is what it is, bro. Valley, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. Yes, man. I was working out. It's a way you gotta cold approach guys. Still don't get it. It's nuances to it. Yeah, it is, bro. Like cold approach is. And like my man, shout out to my man Nicholas. He was talking about FedEx and like, bro, FedEx had a cold approach video. I'm like, bro. He say the same line that everyone. Hey, excuse me, you look pretty today. Hey, excuse me, can I get your number? Hey, bro, just talk to him. Don't say none of that. Just be like, damn, shorty. Just say some wild shit like, damn, I was looking at my next girlfriend. Just say some shit like that. Motherfucker just being proper and mannerful and shit. Yeah, think badass rather than bad boy. You never know what Jesus will pull. Exactly, and meeting women on dating apps anywhere in the world is very dangerous. I agree. You never know when Jesus will pull your card, especially in those cities. I don't even know what that means, bro. Pull your card. What are you talking about, bro? He said, seek the Lord for it first. I grew up in a crime-ridden city, but I don't consider myself a street ninja. You just a hood dude. You not a street dude. You a hood dude. You was just brought up in the hood. Be like you didn't like get into like any of the nonsense in the street. And like I said, guys, I'm not trying to make you guys into bad boys. We're just analyzing their behavior and how women respond to them. You gotta watch some day naps. Yep. He said, "Are you British?" I don't have a British accent, bro. Shit, if I had a British accent, I have a lot more followers, subscribers. Yeah, yeah, that's real. He said, if you ain't a G, you weren't a G. The only space left was victim. Yeah, I mean, and granted, everybody that's from the hood, that don't mean that they all tough and bad. Anyways, either like the street guys that actually get into all the nonsense, that's like 2% of the hood. It's just like with the military people and people that fight in wars and all this stuff. It's like 2-3% of the population are willing to do this stuff. Most people are drawn by fear. They're fearful creatures. Just be yourself. That's as far as advice I can give men. Yeah, just be yourself, bro. If you're a little bit corny, then shit, deal with corny women. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is, if a bad boy pulls that corny woman that you're talking to, I'm giving you the information as to why she chose him over you, and you shouldn't be mad about it. It just is what it is. Life is what it is. Nature is what it is. She can't even really control it. She can't even really describe what she's into. Like if King 6'8" come in the room, bro, just it is what it is, bro. Don't get mad at him and jealous of him. It is what it is, bro. It said fear is more powerful than love. That's real. It is real. I did actually a live stream or a video on that not too far back, like a while ago, like a couple years ago. Yeah, don't. Introverts, right? Uh, how many people that love you would give up on you in your face of fear? Yeah, exactly. From his prison interview, that's 100% real. That's a harsh truth that people can't accept about people. You gotta take tidbits from bad boys, not trying to be one Kobe took pieces of Jordan. Yeah, he said, yeah, that's exactly that's my point. You gotta take tidbit, like a little bits of it. Because you'll never be able to fully replicate it. He said Pac was wise, yeah. He said, "Will you keep quiet, chill, bro? You're an imbecile, and that's the low IQ people don't understand that they're low IQ. Yeah, exactly. He didn't all out copy his whole game, bro. Like, yeah, you can't fully copy a bad boy because a woman, because to be honest with you, a woman is gonna test you, and she gonna test you, and she gonna put you in certain situations. And if you're not truly bad boy, the shit ain't gonna work. Speaking of Tupac, a lot of people said he was a wannabe gangster or some ish getting involved in the street. Um, that has nothing to do with him. I mean, he was a masculine dude. He said what was on his mind. I mean, he shot at some off duty cops. I mean, shit, that's some gangster shit. Yeah, yeah, that's some gangster shit. Now, granted, he probably went in the hoods doing drugs and all that stuff. And said my boy Chadley. I don't know who Chadley. Been to Scotland. I've never been to Scotland. Number one thing, like who like you. That's a homie. We could homie. We could sum up dating in that just one sentence, Mike David. They don't understand women, bro, at all. Homie, if you want to simplify dating in just one sentence, look at what Mike David just said. He said number one thing is when it comes to women is like who likes you. You can't say it no better than that. And that's the problem with these nice guys and all these different guys that get treated badly by women. They're dating women that don't like them. They're dating them because they're attractive. You say you can be masculine and assertive, but not necessarily a bad boy. Exactly. But that's a ingredient to take from the bad boy. But I agree, most men should have that trait regardless. But it's not. And I think we have to put this myth to bed that men before, were always these masculine men. I think there were simps back then too. I think they was tricks and stuff and doing favors for women back then too. They was doing the same shit. They was just getting in the wars and all that kind of goofy shit for it, like Cleopatra and all that. They was doing the same shit that they doing today. I don't think people have fundamentally changed. It's just either you get the shit or you don't get the shit. And women have always confused men. Depends on if you're looking for hookups or relationship and whom you choose. Yeah, because honestly, you don't have to do all them tricks and moves. She like you. I'm not trying to negotiate with women that with a woman that like exactly, bro. I ain't got time for that shit. Yeah, because you gotta women that don't like you, they be waiting 3 days to text you back and shit, and you be having a double text, and she be flaking. Like, what dude? Like, if you a serious dude doing some shit in real life, you ain't got time for that shit. You said, what hairstyle do you think increases the chances of attracting more women? It depends on a various. First of all, do you know what women do you naturally attract to, and which women are naturally attract to you? Is it black women? Is it Latinas? Like, is it like what women actually like naturally draw to you? Like I said before, like women that naturally draw to me are Latinas. It's just natural. It's just I see one, they see me, they're like, oh, I don't really have to do too much. But for you, introvert, it could be black. Now, if it's black women, you need to go hairstyle because hairstyle it depends too. Like, you don't want to get a hairstyle just for a woman because you got to work a job and you want respect in the society as well. But um, okay, then you need to stick with waves, curly hair, or locks or braids. Stick with them for. So either cut your hair short, and also too, like, if you get locks and you get long hair, you gotta think about the maintenance. I mean, not or you get braids or locks. There's a lot of maintenance on that, so you have to. It's a lot of money involved with that as well. Like, the reason why I keep this kind of curly box is because I don't have to do too much to keep it in hand. If I didn't have, if I either do, for me, if I didn't have this, I'd go waves. And for all the dudes watching, if your hair is receding, just go ahead and go bald, bro. Women like bald dudes, especially if you have some hair, some facial hair too. But yeah, stick with them forward, bro. And like, granted, you might not look good with locks, or you might look really good with locks. You might not look good with braids, or you might look really good with braids. It depends on, like, Kawhi Leonard. He would look weird without braids. James Harden, he would look weird with locks. So you got to understand what hairstyle makes you look more attractive and appealing. So stick with them for it, bro, and kind of go through them. I used to braid when I was a kid in 20, but ended up cutting them off. But were you attracting a lot of women back then when you were a little kid? Maybe we need to go back to it. It's not really a hairstyle necessarily. If she likes you, you can have a mullet. Well, that it don't look good on. Generally speaking, that don't look good on most people. But again, that's a bad boy haircut. I'm sure the bad boys weren't trying to be bad. They just like, let me do some shit. Just fucking be confident about the shit. It's a troll sniping. Shout out to you. Appreciate it, Nicholas. But yeah, I mean, you have to go with the look that looks good and get you the most looks. Like some dudes, like like some white dudes, they don't need to have beards. You look better. Like Justin Bieber, he looked better without any facial hair. So like, you have to, like, I hate to use this term because I think it's a little bit crazy for men to be looks maxing, but looks maxing kind of makes a sense in a certain sense. You have to choose the things that make you look attractive the most attractive. You try getting some locks or try get some. You probably have a fro, is what I'm assuming. So, I mean, you take good care of it. I mean, but you gotta you gotta keep your hair cut, bro. I get my hair cut every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like the edge line and whatever haircut you choose, you got to keep it up, keep the maintenance on it, all that stuff. Like it's a legit investment in yourself, bro. Like your height is part of your hygiene. Your hair is part of your hygiene. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, introvert, you got to do some more self discovery, homie. So pick a haircut and go with it, and take data when you go out. Do you look more attractive? And like, I'm not trying to say mold your whole personality to women. That's not what I'm trying to say. But, use what works is what I'm saying as well too. Is the best way to build confidence is to be a man. I agree with that and find Christ. Um, the Bible don't give you a whole breakdown of how to be a man, but I mean it's not a bad start. It can give you some discipline. I've got Brad Pitt's haircut from film Fury since last year with full beard recently. Yeah, and yeah, and like that's the thing. Also, like like I said, guys, do what works for you. This might not work for you. Like certain haircuts, like right now, popular culture because women pay attention to what's popular in culture. Chris Brown's haircut. These different rappers. So locks and braids is in right now. Black women like that shit. So if you want black women, look at them. Look at their haircuts, bro. A perm. I don't know about a perm, bro. You can get some curls. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wind the stream down. You guys send in your last bit of comments and questions. But yeah, you gotta go on your self discovery. We all been on this stuff. Like I tried some stuff. I tried braids. I tried all different kind of stuff. Afro. I'm like, nope. This shit worked for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's easy to maintain. And if I would get tired of this shit, I'm just gonna go to waves, and it just is what it is. And a lot of women like beards too, but like I said, beards don't look good on everybody. And you don't have to have a beard. You can get the little goatee. You might look better with just the chin strap. You know what I'm saying? With just that part, or you might look good with cutting this part off and just having this part and this part. So it's a lot of different ways and different styles you can come up with that would work. Damn, what's up with all these thick women walking through the apartment section? This is crazy work. I don't. Well, you keep doing what you're doing, introvert. I mean, that's what you want to do. But low buzz cuts is not what's in right now. And like I said, it's not. If you have the resources and you in shape, the women gonna come either way. And so, but you also want to look at what makes your face more attractive and symmetrical. Yeah, trimming my facial hair or just shaving it clean off. Yeah, because if you got the patchy beard and all that kind of shit, that's not gonna cut it, bro. That's not gonna cut it. Patchy beards is not gonna cut it. Yeah, that's true. Mindset is number one. That's true. That is true. Cause some dudes, it be pretty boys that be looking good, but they still don't have the confidence and they still lose the woman. So It's like I said, like Mike Davis said earlier, it's a complex, nuanced thing. But you want everything in the bucket of ingredients to be looking good for you and going for you. Body, status, in shape, style, like all that needs to be going hand in hand. Haircut. That a man that with shaved head symbolizes dominance or some ish, but that might be subjective. Yeah, I mean bald heads, but I mean if your hair ain't receiving, why would you go bald, bro? It don't make no sense. Like Tupac was bald, but again, I think his hair was receiving. Yeah, like the PIMPs, like they dress good. They in loud stuff. They smell good. They dress good. They haircut be on point. They be confident. It's like what Dion said. You look good. You feel good. You play good. It's all good. So introvert. We can't coach you through all this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in the game, choose a hairstyle, take some data, go out in public, and see what works and what don't work. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming in here on this Saturday. If you guys want to go back through and watch the my man Damon late as hell. Everybody got the live stream. Yeah, the bad boy stuff, guys. We spent like the first 20 to 30 minutes of the live stream basically breaking this stuff down, the psychology of it. So if you guys are really into that, please go rewatch the stream. As you guys come in here, double tap the screen, hit the like button, uh, comment your thoughts below. You said I used to shave my head from 20 to 29. It's a sharp style. Yeah. Yeah, guys, you gotta figure out what works for you. This works for me. You gotta figure out what works for you. So, anyways, guys, that's my live stream. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back for you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Peace.